One of the most common complaints about the Etsy platform is that you have to pay a 6.5% transaction fee for everything that you sell on the platform. So for this video, I'm going to show you how you can avoid that fee from February 1st through February 15th of 2024. And if you stick around, I will also give you a full fee breakdown so you can see what it actually costs to do business on Etsy. It's not too bad when you consider the competition. Back in September, Etsy launched something called the Share and Save program, where they were saying, hey, sellers, we're hearing you. You don't love paying the transaction fee. So we'll tell you what, for any business that you refer to your shop that ends in a sale, we will give you a refund of 4% of the transaction fee. So they're going to charge the 6.5% in full when the transaction happens, and then refund it on the back end if you created the sale. I actually think that's pretty awesome. For a period of time right now, just today, Etsy launched where if you do the Share and Save program and you create any business between February 1st and February 15th of 2024, they will actually charge you a 0% transaction fee. Thanks, Etsy. So here's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize. In fact, this came out in September and I thought I was taking advantage of it because I was sharing my links on Pinterest and Instagram for a couple of months. Well, it turns out you actually have to opt in to the Share and Save program. So down right below the video, I will share the link to the seller guide on Etsy. And within that document, there's a link where you can click to actually join the program and sign up for it. Definitely don't miss out, especially if you're sharing your links anyway. This is going to be an amazing way to save for the next couple of weeks in February. And frankly, keep going from there because even saving 4% of the 6.5% ongoing has been amazing. It has saved me over $100 in seller transaction fees just since I actually opted in January. So not mad about that at all. So let's take a few minutes and actually break down what the seller fees are, because it's not just the 6.5% black and white, although that's the main one that usually we need to think about as we are calculating what we want to charge for our products so we make enough profit. So the first thing that will happen is that for every listing that you create on Etsy, there will be a 20-cent, this is American US dollars, listing fee. So 20 cents every time you list something or sell something. If you have more than one item for that listing in your shop, let's say your inventory is 5, when you sell it, it will renew unless you've set it to manual renewal where you have to renew it yourself, and it will automatically charge you 20 cents for the renewal after that sale. The next piece is, of course, the 6.5% transaction fee. And that 6.5% is going to come off of the full transaction from what you've sold the product for, including anything that you've charged for shipping or packaging. The only thing that it won't be charged on is the sales tax. The third fee to be aware of is for off-site ads. So one of the ways that Etsy drives over 90 million shoppers to the marketplace every year is they place ads on our behalf throughout Google and other places on the internet where people are looking for products that we sell. So they could potentially put an image or a link to your listing all over the internet in one of these off-site ads. If your sales are under $10,000 per year, you can actually turn them off, opt them off. I'll show you how right here. But if your sales are over $10,000 in the past 365 days, you will not have the option to turn off-site ads. Now, for those shops that are in that lower bracket where they've made under $10,000 in the last 365 days, they're going to be charged 15% for every transaction that comes in from off-site ads. If you have the over $10,000 earnings in the last 365 days, you will only pay a 12% fee for the off-site ads fee. And again, you will not be able to opt out of that. Another common fee that we'll see is the payment processing fee. And you would see this anywhere. If you ran your own website, you'd have a payment processor. A brick and mortar store has a payment processing fee, and it's going to vary based on where your bank account is. It literally runs the gamut across the world. For the United States and Canada, it is a 3% of the transaction cost, including sales tax, plus 25 cents, either in US dollars or Canadian dollars. But I will link below the chart so that you can see based on where your bank is, what your payment processing fee would be. There are sometimes other fees depending on where you are in the world because we are dealing with a massive monetary system and all different governments. And so I will also link the article in the Etsy Seller Handbook that has the explanation of all the other possible fees you can come across. But those four listing fee, transaction fee, payment processing fee, and offsite ads fee are the most common that sellers see and that are important to understand. I hope this has brought clarity to a place where a lot of times there can be confusion with the Etsy fees. It is by far the most amazing marketplace with the most shoppers to be able to leverage, and I personally love it. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from Etsy, and right now I have no interest in going anyplace else or leaving Etsy. So if this has been helpful for you, please like the video and subscribe for more. And I hope that you'll join me on the How to Sell Your Stuff on Etsy podcast, anywhere you love to listen, from Apple to Amazon to Spotify to YouTube. And I also invite you to grab my most downloaded freebie. There's a link to a PDF down in the description, and I have covered in it my 4 strategies for how I took my shop sales from $25 to $6,000+ per month. And I hope that you'll grab that to help you grow your sales as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.